Captain Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
All right, let's get to it, man. We're going to continue with the program. Y'all know we're going to pick up right where we left off at. We got young and Jefe, and he wanted to explain the real story behind the taco truck. He finally came out and had something to say about that. We're not going to waste time. We're going to get straight to it. This is young and Jefe. Let's go check him out. See what he got to say about this taco truck. Let's go.
Big deal with the good old people, man. It's your boy Young and Jefe. Don't care about nothing but what the check say. Make sure you go ahead, like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing. Just press that button, and if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you now. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy Young and Jefe. And I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. The recipient of Hot Topics, man, is all these guys, man, out here talking about this BS, you know what I'm saying? All these guys talking about this BS, bro. Yeah. Bro, it's YAFA3, bro. It still pop up. When I first came down, right, a lot of these dudes was reporting falsely. And these dudes still reporting falsely. Like, even with the situation at hand that in jail for, people still reporting falsely. People is just still spinning their narratives. People is not even caring. Like I said, you know, at this point, Ray, it's just about the views, clickbait, and hoping that fake video go viral. Now,
all right, we're going to stop there. He said everybody who's reporting on this is all about the clickbait, the views, and the viral. I believe that's why people is on the internet. Everybody trying to go viral. People going to make titles to get you to come look at the video. And people is expecting views. That's what everybody is on here for. I don't think nobody would be on here if they wouldn't. That's why these phone calls are still getting made even right now from inside of the cell. It's about the views and the clickbait. And at the same time, he's here to defend himself. But I don't think that it even matter at this point, because the only person that's really suffering from this is Ant and his family. So the dudes on the internet, they don't care. They don't care about nobody. They're going to continue to run it. It's going to continue to get run because at the end of the day, the views, the likes, the clicks, the going viral equals to revenue. And that's the whole reason why every last one of us have either been on here or still on here to make that paper. So it seemed like a lot of stuff that's said in this video is basically like a contradiction, because if we go through everybody's page, you'll see the same stuff going on. The same stuff going on. Some people report what they hear. Like a lot of this stuff that Anna's saying on these recordings is stuff that he's hearing that somebody's reporting and telling him what's going on. And they'll spice it up. They'll put a lie out there and say, man, this person said this about you, and make it seem a little juicier so Anchor run the content still, because somebody's still getting paid off this content because it's still getting loaded up to his channel. So you got to be careful. Somebody needs to contact Andy and let him know the real, because yes, some people, is whoever reporting this stuff to him it got to be putting the 10 on the 2. Got to be putting the 10 on the 2, because like I say, he don't have a phone up in there other than the pay phone that he on. He don't have a computer or a laptop where he could go and look and see what these people are saying for himself. You know, let's finish checking it out.
when I first got locked up,
This call is being recorded.
I was hearing that I did all type of things, you know what I'm saying? I was hearing that, you know what I'm saying, I was the one responsible for Big U's son. Hold on. I was hearing I was the one responsible for Big U's son, you know what I'm saying? I was hearing I was responsible for this. I was hearing I was responsible for that. You know, people were saying that all the unsolved murders that was going on in LA, that I was responsible for. And I guess one of these murders that was spoke on first was this murder that supposedly happened at a taco truck. So I guess this video of this situation or whatnot, and you know, a lot of people decided to run with this verse. Oh, and Hefe this, you know, unalived somebody from Peblos, you know what I'm saying? He was at a taco truck and he banged on Young and Hefe, and Young and Hefe turned it down, and or, you know what I'm saying, played it like it was cool, went back to his car, came back with a gun, and gunned the dude down in cold blood while he was waiting for his tacos. With that, you had Flacco, you said reporting. You had City Nash reporting. All these guys reporting. You said you even, like I said, had the guy City Nash supposed to be 60s say that, oh man, you know, he took him in cold blood like that. Man, I don't care, man. He deserved everything he got coming. You know what I'm saying? He deserved to die. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You feel me? Well, I don't know if he said he deserved to die, but definitely, you know what I'm saying, I deserve everything.
All right, stop. I guess somebody said that, one of the guys said that this is good for Ant. He deserved to be with where he's at, and he deserved to die. And then Ant Hefe responded and said, I don't know if he said that or not. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't know if this is true, what these people saying, because you're not hearing it for yourself. Now, I believe that some of the stuff that was put on Ant's name was foul. A lot of people was wrong for reporting it if they didn't know the actual truth. But hey, man, these dudes got bills to pay, man. They got bills to pay, and they gonna use your name to pay them. The more that you respond to these guys on the phone, they ain't gonna do them make more videos, and you're gonna keep the algorithm going until it plays out. Once it plays out, it's gonna be over. You know? So right now, what you're doing is you helping feeding them, because they're gonna come back with a reply. And they're gonna continue to use your name to make content. The same way on your channel, how you was using people's name to make content. The same way that I get on here and use people's name to make content. This stuff is not gonna stop. You got guys that say, man, we don't know how many videos these guys are gonna run up on him. They're gonna keep running them. For the guys who just got into the reaction game that's trying to figure out how it goes, see, y'all trying to duplicate what y'all see, but y'all don't know how this stuff works and understand how it works. You go on Ant channel, he know how it works. He know how this internet game works. That's why he's running content right now, because he know how it works. He don't really care about this stuff that he's talking about, because he know he ain't had nothing to do with it. They ain't got no proof that he had nothing to do with it. So he could talk about this type of stuff all day. You know, but what it will do is, once you get on here and you get to going on one and you get to fighting the case like that, don't think that them DAs who look at it, they not looking at this stuff. They looking at this stuff, and they could prove in court like he's still violent, he's still making videos, he's still talking that criminal talk. They will use anything they can against you to make you look bad in court. All this stuff that's being recorded right now, they could pull it back up in court and use it somehow, some way. So even though he's not talking about any crimes that he might be involved in, it'll just show a pattern of behavior. That's what they're trying to prove to the jury. Look, this is a pattern of behavior. The guy is still incarcerated, but look how he's talking on this phone to these, you know, they would make it, because they ain't gonna have a lot of black people. They're gonna have a lot of people that's not of color. They gonna have them. They not gonna understand nothing. They will use whatever they can to book you. And once they get you, because this is a homicide case, man, this case gonna be going for a long time. They don't, murder cases just ain't no, oh, we here today, go to court tomorrow. No. These cases last for years. He could probably be fighting this case for about 4 or 5 years. All right, let's get back to this.
Think I got coming, but it's just crazy for that to be coming from dudes that say that they're street or say that they solid. You know what I'm saying? Guys that try to, you know, pin themselves, you know what I'm saying? Guys that try to just, you know, man, I'm just like losing my mind with these guys keep calling my name on this Terry interrupting me and stuff like that. But like I was saying, Flacco, you know what I'm saying, he was another one, you know, that came and, oh, these gangbangers, oh, yeah, I was telling you, oh, he deserved a death chair, you know what I'm saying, and all this type of crazy stuff. But amongst all these dudes talking about this and speaking on the situation, the guy that I heard that blew my mind the most was this guy that's on the internet that's from Pueblos, you know what I'm saying? This guy from Pueblos, and I can't think of his name right now, but I'm pretty sure when it's heard, he'll know who I'm talking about and who he is, you know what I'm saying? So
he's talking about Young Woo. We seen the video where Young Woo said he was repeating what somebody else said. I have not still seen that video where he said that he repeated it from. We asked him to bring that video for proof. Like, man, bring that video so you can really show these people that you were just doing a reaction, and them people clipped it up and said that you said this. But yeah, I think that that was foul. I do think that was foul by placing him at a crime that he wasn't there. And like I say, these police not crazy. They go to school for this, man. They got good investigators. They'll know if he has something to do with it. You don't need the internet to say he did this or he did that. They already know what's going on. But you could leave a lead. It will be leads. They do check this stuff out. So that's why he's speaking up on it, because he know he ain't had nothing to do with none of this stuff that they talking about. He just pointing out the people who's talking about him, but it's like a reflection, like look in the mirror. When you do the same thing, you cannot get mad at other people running the same plays. Like, this is the same play that's been ran by everybody on here that call themselves doing a reaction. Some way, somehow, because nobody is literally at the crime of these, at the scene of these crimes. They just doing a reaction on what they see on here. So yeah, man, it's a mirror reflect, man. You got to look in that mirror and say, damn, did I do some of the stuff that these people doing? I might not have did it in the exact way that they doing it to me, but some form, some way I did the same thing. It might be a little different, might be how the way they getting down, but reporting on anything to a reaction, it's the same thing. That's not street. Street dudes, they say y'all street dudes, y'all don't supposed to be on here talking about what goes on the street, on the internet. We don't care what it is, a reaction or not. Let's get back to it.
This guy, like City Lance, decided to come to the internet and report that I killed his homie. Why would you report something like that I killed your homie, when you're not for sure? And not even that you're not for sure, you don't even tap in with your community. You don't even tap in with your homies to try to figure out what's going on. You just let rejects and squares on the internet speak on stuff, and just for clickbait and views and a few dollars, you just carry the narrative about your dead homie being unalive. Oh, yeah. Give me a second, I'm gonna check on the phone, bro. I got you. Yeah, so it's just crazy that you're supposed to be this guy, a reputable guy or whatever from Tampa.
This call is being recorded.
You just go with this internet narrative. Like, I don't understand these street guys today, you know what I'm saying? I just really don't. It's just like the internet is turning these guys fugazi. It's turning these guys soft, you know what I'm saying? Because if he was on the other foot, let's just say if this guy was young and Hefe, or because he can be who he is, because he ain't young and Hefe, let's just say that it was reported that he went down for killing somebody from A-Train at a taco truck. Would I been the numbnuts or goofy to be the first one to report that, or hear a Flacco, or hear...
Stop. Now, I don't think, and if it was the other way around, and they say that the dudes who saying that Ant did the same thing to one of his homies, would Ant be the first one to come to the internet and report it? No, I don't think Ant would do that. I don't think Ant would come to the internet and report anybody doing something to his community. But what I do think is there would be some type of content surrounding it. It might not be per se pointing a person out or saying they did this, but it would definitely be some content. For a fact, it would be some content ran some way, somehow on the situation. It just wouldn't be directly pointing the guy out. But I know it would be some content made.
59 report this, and then I go behind him like, oh yeah, man, that's crazy. He killed the homie at the taco truck. The first thing you're going to do is tap in with your community. Hey, man, the homie got knocked down last night. Man, you know what's going on. The people know who did it or anything like that. We're not about to report that nobody did this. You know what I'm saying? That's just the crazy stuff right there, man. So it's just like, I don't know. Like, what are you guys on out here, man? Like, is the drugs that good? Like, but I heard, like, fame is addictive. You know what I'm saying? They said fame is stronger than heroin. So I'm starting to see that people is addicted to the fame.
Yeah, no. They not addicted to the fame. They addicted to that YouTube check. Ain't got nothing to do with no fame. They got everything to do with a YouTube check. Everything. This video right here is getting a YouTube check. It ain't got nothing to do with fame. It's got everything to do with a check. The video that I'm reacting to right now, your video, it comes with a check on my end and your end. And everybody else that do a reaction to it, it's a check. Because if it wasn't about no check, I don't think it would be no phone call videos. None. I don't know what happened to Loose Cannon, but he sure got his ad. He pops up every now and then when he needs some money from his channel, whatever little change he can get. But he got his ass up off here. I don't know what his lawyer told him, but we ain't heard Loose Cannon on here at all. He been gone for a few months. His lawyer must told him, look, get your ass up off that phone if you want to come home. We ain't seen Loose on here. Brick pop in every now and then, but Brick ain't on there every day. He ain't doing no content on here every day. His lawyers must told him, if you want your ass to come home, you better get off that phone.
They don't even care, you know what I'm saying? I had nothing to do with this man being unalive at no goddamn taco truck. I don't even like tacos. I don't even eat tacos, you know what I'm saying? Definitely not from no taco truck. You know what I'm saying? If I ever do have tacos, which it probably be once in a lifetime, you know what I'm saying? Thinking, you know what I'm saying? Which meaning that every now and then, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't care for them, there's going to be homemade tacos, you know what I'm saying? Like mama's tacos, you know, or woman tacos that you're dealing with or something like that. We don't go to the taco truck, man. I've been turned off of taco trucks when I heard that ground beef, all ground beef, is supposed to have human DNA. You know what I'm saying? Once I found that out, that been turned me off. But I even think before I found that out, I was been long done. Like tacos, I don't care for tacos. They just really don't do it to me. That's not something I'm excited about or excited about eating. So you wouldn't even catch him and they had a taco truck. But on top of that, it's just like these guys going along with these videos, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's him right there. Oh, I see. Oh, he got the shape in his head. Like, you got man in here talking about they know that. Oh, that's the shape right there. Like, that is just weird. Like, you know, what's something like my woman to say? Like, my woman be like, hey, babe, I knew that was you. You know what I'm saying? By the shape of your back or, you know, how your body shaped in your head because...
All right, we're going to leave it right there, man. At the end of the day, ain't nobody going to stop. People going to continue to make these videos, man. They gonna continue to make videos, man. None of this stuff is gonna stop until YouTube say, you know what, no more reactions. When YouTube say that, no more reactions, y'all got to come with something new. We need some new, fresh stuff. We tired of everybody. 10 guys reporting the same videos. You got 10 guys reporting the same thing over and over, just putting their little twist, putting their new word to it. But it's the same thing. Everybody saying the same stuff, but just in different ways. You know, YouTube. I think YouTube need to make. I could do it. It don't if I could do that. It don't matter if I do this and I go out there and do some skits. I could do just about anything. But yeah, I think that Ant Hefe, you know, he's going through it because he in that jail cell. And this might be a stress reliever for him. You know, I used to find me old book, read me old book, work out, and that was my program. You know, when I was in there, I didn't even care about calling nobody, not my family. When I'm in jail, even if I'm dealing with a woman, man, I cut her off. Once I get up in that county jail, ain't no need for me to call her no more. I left her on the streets. I'm going to do my time, let her do what she got to do. If she want to look out for me, send me some money, buy me some packages, come visit me, whatever. That's cool too. But I don't even use that phone. That phone stresses me out. I don't even like to use the phone when I'm in jail. I had a cell phone when I was up in jail, and everybody else used my cell phone more than me. I would let everybody use the phone. The only time I would need to use the phone is when I call, hey, you coming to visit me? Oh, yeah, I'll be up there. All right, cool. That was all I needed it for. I didn't need it to sit on the phone. Yeah, baby, you love me. I love you more. Fall asleep, give me a kiss and all. I wasn't doing none of that on the phone. If it wasn't about, hey, you coming up here to visit me? Is you going to make it with time? My family visit? Other than that, I didn't care about being on the phone. Everybody know that them phones, once they say this phone call is being recorded, there's no need for me to get. I've never talked about my case at all on that phone. I didn't even talk about my case in the cell when people be trying to act, what happened? I wasn't doing none of that. Oh, man, I got caught up, homie. How? I got caught up, man. Wrong place, the wrong time. I just got caught up. Well, anyway, man, leave y'all thoughts in the comment section. What do y'all think about all this? It's Compton Rick Rock. Subscribe to this channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. I'll catch all of y'all on the next one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop.